Hey guys, what is up? My name is Vivek and welcome to day 8 of starting and running your marketing agency from absolute scratch and going from 0 to doing 1 lakh or doing 5 lakh rupees per month. So guys, आज के इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं about how to be good at sales call, right? अगर आपके पास right now you're getting appointments, right now you have become good at getting appointments. If you're not good right now, go out there and watch my last video. I talked about exactly how to get appointments. Now you know how to get appointments. Now is the time to polish your sales skill, to be good at sales call, right? See guys, no matter how good you become at getting appointments and getting your prospect on the phone call, if your skill of selling is absolute bullshit, you won't sell, right? So make sure that you are working on it every single day. And see guys, the art of sales is not somebody comes with from their mother womb, right? You actually have to learn this thing, right? And it is absolutely a learnable skill, right? Everybody can learn it. It's just about how much effort and time you put right now in practicing your script, in practicing your tone, and practicing the way you actually ask questions, right? And that determines exactly how good it can be as sales. In this video over here, I've shared exactly with you guys my own script which we use right now over here for doing 2 call closing, right? So first right now we have a discovery call with prospects, and then we have a sales call as well. And that's exactly how the steps we have in place, like discovery to sales call, and that's how we have been running my agency for the last 3 years right now. So yeah guys, go out there, use the script right now over here as well. I will attach the copy of the script over here in the description right again, and you can also join my free Discord group or follow me on IG to get more content over there as well. Or अगर आप यहाँ पर नए हो, right, and if you find enough value over here as well, drop the comments you have, maybe subscribe as well, and like the video if you have seen is there enough value over here. And yeah, I'll keep dropping some good sauce for you guys right now, and let's hop to my screen right now and let's get this video up and running. Alright, welcome to day 8 of mastering your sales script, right? So guys, in today's video, we're gonna go over here right now, exactly gonna cover the different stage right now, which covers in the discovery call, and exactly how you can close your client as well, and of course, how you can charge a high amount every month to month right now. So I see basically what happens in the sales call is that you have first of all a discovery call, which means once you have outreach your prospect lead as well from cold process like cold DMs, cold calling, cold email, then you have a discovery call. That's where you get the call right now with the prospect and knows exactly if he or she might be a good fit for your business and what you want to offer right now as well. Because if the prospect has said yes on the cold DM, now they're interested to know more about, but they are not sold yet, right? So first thing guys, always come on the sales call or always come on the discovery call as a new perspective, right? Never ever have your past experience of your sales call follow you on the next call, right? Because you have to have a new perspective and a completely fresh thought before having a new discovery call with every prospect, because every prospect you get on the call is going to be different, right? If you have a good sales call, don't come with the same energy in that right now as well, because when we have the good sales call, I have seen with myself right now, I have fucked up more as well. I have got in the beginning, I have got this huge dopamine rush that okay, I have closed my clients like consecutively in 3 rows, and this is going to be also a closed deal, and in the over excitement I have killed the call, like I have gone overboard, or I haven't asked much question right now as well. That actually has led me to get my call like very bad. My sales call went very bad. So the first few exercises which I basically do right now as well before hopping on every new discovery call, first of all I take breaths right now. I sit back like 5 minutes before right now, and I take like 5 or 6 minutes of deep breath right now, where I relax and keep myself body composure back to normal, right? I don't care if I have a bad sales call earlier or have a good sales call earlier as well. Every call is new for me, right? Every prospect has comes to the call right now, for them is the first time to have a call with you, right? So never get too excited or too I would say disheartened if you have a bad sales call, right? Every call you get basically is a new perspective and a new prospect right now as well, because they haven't met you earlier, right? So that's the first thing I do. Basically sit back and have a 6 deep breaths, like the first thing I do always, right? Second of all, I go over their account, basically maybe LinkedIn, Facebook, depending on where I have reached them out right now as well, and do a quick research as well. Like, I can just go back and see like which state they're in, like what they're doing right now as well, and just again go back to the script as well, which I have over here, just to make sure I get comfortable with my script or my outline as well. Okay, so see guys, there's no perfect script right now as well. It's all about, first of all, how your tonality is, like how do you speak. आप सेल्स कॉल पे बात कैसे करते हो, basically how do you speak with the client or prospect in the first place. Second, the set of questions you have in your discovery call, right? It's not about just following the script, it's also about the way you ask the question, right? Suppose the client or the prospect come on the call with you and you ask question like an interview question, right? Like a job interview question. That doesn't give a much, like a professional POV for the client, because the client feel very defensive, because if you start asking question randomly, like left and right, the client will be like, okay, I'm not here for this thing, right? So you actually have to understand that there is a flow, right? In any sales cycle, there is a flow of questions. You cannot jump to question 8 and then question 7 and question 1 as well. You actually have to have a flow of question, and the way you ask as well will determine how good or how bad your discovery call went. So for me guys, basically over here I have two sales call process. The one I have is discovery call, and the next basically I have over here is a sales call, right? In the first call, basically the discovery call over here, I ask the prospect right now, if they are a good fit for me or not, and if they can genuinely afford the services which I have to sell. And if I see there's a good fit right now and the prospect is also very interested, the second call I have with them is the detailed sales call, where they have to take the action at the end right now to maybe say yes or no, and maybe go forward or not as well. That's the thing I have basically, and that's the thing have worked for me. Again, you will get some prospect also, which will be ready to move forward as well, like from the first call as well. So always be prepared that, okay, I will probably get some prospect here, there right now as well, who already needs my services, and you should be ready to close them on the first call, right? So depending on, of course, the case scenario you get, the kind of prospect you get right now, you should be ready with the maybe a second call closing, or maybe you can do like one call closing as well. But for me, mostly the most of the calls I have taken in my 3.5 years of journey in SMMA, I have seen that 2 call closings has worked for me pretty good, because I don't want to rush the prospect to make decisions, because whenever I have done in the past, things have failed miserably for me as well. So yeah, this is the first part where you have a discovery call, right? Which means once you have the prospect from cold calling or cold DMing or cold outreach as well, whatever you've done right in the first place, and now you have got him the sales call, the first part. This is the different stage over here, which we're gonna ask the questions from the prospect, and just to see that if they are a good fit for me or not, and from there we transition into actual sales call, right? That's a complete flow we're gonna have over here, right? So the stage 1 over here right now is basically building the report, right? We're gonna build over here the report right now, guys. The report basically means that you're gonna just make sure you're breaking the ice, which means you're just asking few questions to make the prospect feel comfortable as well, right? You cannot just jump directly on that, okay, hey name, so this is what I do, right? This will not work, so always make sure you have a report first of all, like hey John, good to have you on the call. How are you today? How's the business going on? I saw you're from, let's say, Texas. How are things there right now? Right? You just spend over here probably 4 to 5 minutes right now, max. That's something max right now as well. In this part right now, and that's it. You'll just break some, I would say, hesitance right now, or the awkwardness as well, and just ask a few questions, like you will ask a random guys you have seen. Suppose in suppose you're in college right now, and you want to make friends, right? So you can't just go out there and ask a girl or a boy that, okay, hey, you want to be my girlfriend or boyfriend? No, right? You just ask them, okay, how are you right now, where you're from, like a soft chat, like you actually build that rapport in the first place, right? That's the first thing we have. Now stage 2, the agenda. Now this part over here is important, guys, right? Because if you don't set the agenda, right, it's the dynamic power of the call goes to prospect, right? That's not a good way to have a sales call. You always want to make sure that you are in the control of the sales call. because every time the prospect or the lead will have the I would say the lead on the sales call, your call will not go right. So always have the control on the sales call by setting up the agenda, and this is exactly how you can use that. So let me just show you guys right now. Okay, so with my name, if we can go ahead and get decided first thing. Okay, now you've done that right now, and the prospect say yes, let's go forward, and from there you can select this. Just so you know, I reach out to you because I wanted to see if we can help you to add more close deal and whatever offer you do right now as well. Suppose you're offering SEO, right? You're offering editing right now as well. So that's those things. Whatever your offer is, basically, your offer is. So just so you know, I reach out to you because I wanted to see if we can help you of adding new close deal with new consumers or get you new customers and get you, let's say, more close deals or more views or get you rank higher SEO, whatever you're saying right now as well. You can add the offer over here, right? Okay, this is done right now. Then moving forward. So what we can do over here right now, John, is I want to learn more about yourself, what you're doing right now currently, and what's your goal are as well, and see if I can help you in any way. And by the end of the call, if we can find as a fit to work together, great. We can talk about next steps and what it looks like over there as well. But if you find out like, hey, maybe it's not a good fit right now, that's totally fine. Is that okay with you, John? And this exactly will set up the agenda, like what's the next thing going forward, right? The prospect will know that, okay, this guy over here gonna be asking me a few questions right now, and of course if it's a good fit right now, then great, we can work. If not, then also is fine as well. So this will set up the agenda of the call moving forward, right? Now over here we have the pain points, right? Now this point over here is also pretty important, guys, because over here right now in stage 3, we want to understand right now the prospect we have in the call right now, where they at and where they want to go, right? Because right now if you go to doctor as well, and doctor will start asking you like, okay, once you come in the clinic as well, and I will ask you like this, okay, so you got bruises, or suppose you got high sugar, here's a medicine, take it and go away. And you will like, what, like what just happened, right? If the doctor would not actually ask you like, okay, tell me what happened, how it happened, tell me your past medical history as well, okay, what medicines you have tried in the past, why didn't work out. Now you will know, okay, this doctor over here actually cares about me because he's asking me the questions and he actually want to help me. And at the end of the your medical consultation as well, he will say, okay, now you have tried this thing right now, you can try this medicine right now, and this will help you to go the pain away. And that is the best way. Always act like an expert on the call, right? Because a prospect over here, right, first of all, if they have replied to you on the cold DM, they are interested. Now it's your job over here is to ask them right question and to see right now where they at in the first place and where they want to go as well. And that's exactly what we can do over here in stage 3, which is going deep dive into the actual pain they have, right? So let me just over here show you exactly, guys, how you can ask that. So let me just do this, and yeah. All right. Hey John, I notice right now you are doing, let's suppose they are realtor, right? Hey John, I notice right now you are a realtor right now in Texas. I wanted to ask right now how you're currently getting all of your leads and how are you reaching out to new consumers. Okay, you will pause over here right now, and whatever they reply back to you, oh, okay, now I understand right now where you're currently at and what kind of problems you face as well. What is your realistic goal for the next 6 months or 12 months, right? How many leads do you want? How many appointments do you want right now? And you can also deep dive over here as well in this part, like, I see. So, what have you tried in the past to get more XYZ, whatever you are selling as well. Maybe you're selling the SEO, your ranking, your leads, more views, podcast views, whatever you're selling right now as well, you can add over here. Okay, I see right now, or that's whatever they have said in the first thing, that whatever they're trying right now as well to get more customers, get more views, what are they doing right now as well. Then you can ask what exactly they have done in the past to solve this out. This will actually give you more insight as well, like whatever trying to sell right now as well, have the same thing. Now suppose, for example, right, you are trying to sell them Facebook ad and lead gen or getting appointments, and they say, over here in the first part, like, okay, you know what, Vivek, I have tried Facebook ad in the past and I have tried getting appointments as well, but I didn't get any results. I burned my money as well, and I have no good experience in that. Now you know like what are the keywords they have told you that doesn't actually work good. Now in the moving forward call, you can actually avoid those keywords, because those are the trigger keywords for them, because they already have tried in the past, and they didn't have a good experience right now as well, and they are absolutely fed up, with that. So you can try to avoid those keywords as as much as you can right now, and actually kind of I would say repackage your services in a different way. Suppose I'm selling Facebook ads as well. I have seen the same service as well over here with them. I can tell them over here as well. I absolutely understand right now, John, that you have tried this thing in the past as well. But with this over here, we just don't run the Facebook ads over here, but we go very, very niche as well as per your requirement. We make sure that every ad campaign we have right now is personalized as per your requirement and as per the niche as well. So you can play with words over here, right? You can play smart as well, because now okay, these are the trigger keywords they have said to me, and I can avoid them and I can repackage them more in a better way, right? Is maybe you can use AI, maybe you can use a different keyword over here, like with the same services probably. Because see guys, everybody right now there is selling the same thing, right? I'm selling Facebook ads, somebody else is selling Facebook ad right now as well. It's all about how you're actually positioning your services and how actually you are packaging your services to a good offer. And that is the thing, right? Okay, so now you ask them, okay, exactly how things work. Okay, now I understand right now where you're currently at and the problems right now as well. What are the realistic goals for you, John, for the next 6 months or 12 months? Where do you want to actually be there, right? How many deals you want to close right now? How many views you want to get right now? Or how many followers you want to get right now? Or how much rank you want to get, or whatever you're selling, in next 12 months or 6 months. This will give us exact information as well on exactly right now, where they want to go. And right now we know where they at and what are the pain points they have. Okay, so over here right now in this section, right, we're gonna ask deep dive into as well again, and make sure that they realize that okay, now I know, this is my, because you see guys, most times people do have problem right now as well, but they don't want to agree on themselves. If you go out to tell somebody that you are fat and they're really a fat person, right, they won't agree if you don't deep dive into actual facts, right? If you don't ask them like, do you really think it's a good way to live life right now as well? Do you really think like in coming future, if you have a wife or a children right now as well, would they be happy to see you this fat and this obese? Now you're making them realize that okay, they really have a problem, right? And this is the main agenda for this one, right? And so this is how you can ask them. Okay, I understand that's great as well, that you want to go at XYZ in 12 months. That's definitely awesome for sure. So what exactly is stopping you to get more qualified leads or views, whatever you're selling as well again, and get the goal they have mentioned over here just by yourself. If you can do things over here just by yourself, like what are the exact roadblock you have and what are the things that are stopping right now to get where you want to be right now. And then they will realize, okay, now I really have a problem. I cannot do this myself. They have to accept the fact that they cannot do themselves this thing. They cannot solve this out right now as well. And now we transition to budget. You can say, okay, I understand. I know it right now as well. Just don't give detailed answer. Just don't start saying about the complete thing in detail as well. Just agree with them. I understand. All right. Okay. Like this thing, right? And from there, transition into budget. Like what kind of budget they have right now as well. Because see, guys, if you just ask this right now as well, if you jump directly into your presentation or your sales deck or sales pitch, the prospect might not even have the money to spend with you right now, and it would just end up like saying like, hey Vivek, I don't have the money right now, I can't spend right now. And this is a terrible way to spend your time. So it's really important in the next 20 minutes right now that you understand if they're even a good fit to continue moving forward in the 1 hour call, because if they're not, you will just spend your 1 hour having calls with prospects who are absolute brokey, right? We want to avoid that. So in this part right now, stage 4, we're going to ask them their budget. What's the budget right now is as well, and how much they can invest into marketing. And this is the exact thing, All right. So once you said over here, the stage 3 pain points, now we're going to go over here stage 4. That makes sense, John. I absolutely agree with you as well. So John, just I'm curious over here as well, like most of my clients right now, when we work with them as well, they really have a marketing bit aside to invest into marketing to get their results as well. So I want to ask you over here as well, if we can also help you to get XYZ results in next 6 months. how much marketing budget do you have aside for this, investment to get results for you or close XYZ deals in next 6 months? Because you always attach your results with their goal right now. So now they can see the ROI in their mind. You haven't shown them exactly the numbers right now over here, but they can see, okay, if I can just close like 4 deals and I can make suppose 20K in revenue, how much I'm willing to spend to acquire 20K, right? So this is exactly what you want to ask over here right now, like how much they are willing to invest in marketing budget. Because you can also frame like this, okay, John. So John, usually what happens over here that the clients we have right now, we work with them over here as well to get them XYZ results in the next 6 months. They usually have a marketing budget aside for themselves right now to invest into getting results. So I want to ask right now over here with you as well, like how much marketing budget do you have aside to get results right now for yourself? And now you will get a number. Probably get a number for sure, but you will maybe get a ballpark as well, like, okay, I don't know, I have to think my numbers right now as well, I have to see how things work, and probably they will say this thing right now as well. But you can also again ask them, if you can just invest, give me a ballpark as well, like what kind of ballpark you have for the investment, what would you like as well? It will be 1K, 2K, 3K, what's the number would you have in mind for me? Just get a ballpark of a number. If they say they cannot invest right now, they don't have the money right now to invest, you can just say, all right, name, I understand, but the program we have right now does cost the investment to work with us right now as well, because of course we have to do XYZ for you as well to get the results for you. So I think right now it's maybe not a good fit for us to work right now, but yeah, definitely we can have a call again in future and we'll go from there as well. So this part over here is important because you need to understand right now what's their budget is to invest in. And sometimes happens as well that they maybe even have a way to spend 10K with you right now, and you just pitch them the price at 1K. You have lost 9K, right? So always make sure to understand what their budget is before you actually move forward in the next step. The stage 5 over here, guys, we have the authority. Now, in this section, again, this is again the most important part over here as well. I think every stage over here is the important part. It's about framing for success, framing your prospect for the next call. This is very important. Authority. You got to know right now that if they are a decision maker in the whole business, right? Because sometime at the end of the call, we will get prospect. They will say, okay, I want to talk to my wife, I want to talk to my partner, I want to talk to my husband or my daughter, my son, whatever they say right now. So in this stage, we are making sure that before even we show them exactly how the whole thing works, and get the excuse in the end, we want to ask them, okay, hey John, awesome man, sounds great right now as well. So right now, John, I want to ask as well before we go forward right now over here, that right now in a business, apart from your end, who else also is the decision maker in the call that you think we can add in before I actually share with you how the whole thing works? Again, hey John, that's definitely great. So before we move forward over here, do you have anybody else as well on the call that we can join in as a decision maker, who really want to see how the whole thing works before you actually, move forward with us? Or if we want to move forward right now as well, do you think anybody else is there as well that we can help or we can add them on the call as well as a decision maker? This will give you again detail as well over here, like who else are there as decision maker, maybe their wife, their partner. And if they say, okay, I have a wife who's also over here is decision maker with me as well, or a partner, you can say, okay, all right John, I understand. How about John, if you can have the call schedule in like 2 hours or 1 hour right now as well, and maybe tomorrow as well, and I can add your wife, your partner, whatever they say as well on the same call, and from there basically I can show exactly how the whole thing works from both of you, so we can make a decision, maybe a yes or no on the same call to save the time for both of us. Does that sound fair for you? Perfect. If it does, book the call with them in 1 hour or 2 hours as well, with their wife or their spouse or their partner, in maybe in 1 hour or maybe in 1 day, and then from there give them the call, because we don't want to get at the end of the call and say, okay, I want to talk to my wife, I want to talk to my partner. This is crap, because in that case the chances are the prospect will ghost you 80% of time, right? So this, we want to clear them out of the first place if there's somebody else as well in the call, so you can add them in the call, and if they are the authority to make a decision and make the investment right now as well. So you can play around with words over here again, and make sure take the notes as well over here. What are you gonna say, right? Stage 6, again, this is very, very important over here, the timing, right? Because most times what happens with me over here is where the prospect has said, okay, I agree, that's awesome, man, let's move forward, but I want to wait a month, 6 months, 3 months, 4 months. This is like headache for me, like, you agree with this right now, you have the pain right now as well, you want to solve right now as well, but you want to wait 3 months to get this solved. Like, what the heck, right? So over here we want to understand right now, like, what is the timing the prospect want to move forward. I'm going to select this. Hey John, so you if you were to work together over here as well, and after I showed exactly how everything works, when do you want to get started and working towards the goal as well? This is the first thing. But also you can select this, okay? Like, hey John, that's awesome, man. So what I think we have right now over here as well can definitely help you to get XYZ results in next 6 months or 2 months right now as well. And I think we can definitely help you, like we have helped all the clients we have right now. So just like curious right now, I'm John over here as well, that if we can help you to get results over here, how soon are you looking to move forward and get this thing solved out for your business? This will give you and your prospect enough data points as well to see how soon they're willing to move forward. You say like 1 week, 2 weeks, great. You can have them call right now, and then from there you can go to next stage right now as well, and of course get them the call as well. Now guys, see, this keywords over here requires practice. You have to practice in front of a mirror, you have to practice in front of a Zoom call, you record stuff right now and read the script right now as well. You have to practice a lot, because the tonality you say, the way you say as well, gonna be very, very important as well. For me, again, right now I'm not very perfect over here. I still have a closing rate of around 28%, 30 as well, I would say average. But yeah, I'm right now still again working on this right now as well as you guys over here. But see guys, if you haven't done any sales in the past, and if you haven't done any sales in the in your experience whatsoever, this definitely going to be helping you guys to like build the momentum and get things going on, right? And after you have shared this right now, you can say okay, thanks for sharing this right now as well. So I think right now I might be able to help you to get the results you want right as well, and I think we are a good fit over here as well. So what I'm going to do over here, John, I'm going to share more about exactly what we can do with you as well, and how we can actually help you get XYZ results in the next 6 months. And then from there you can show your pitch deck to how you actually work things, probably just 10 minutes again over there as well. And from there you will make a decision, maybe a yes or no. Guys, this thing work like charm. Again, I will definitely give you guys 2 books over here, which is definitely helpful for me as well. One book is Sell or To Be Sold by Grant Cardone. And second right now is Way of the Wolf by Jordan, right? So this books guys over here can definitely also help you over here again to go in depth over here, like how exactly the sales cycle work and how people think when the sales call, right? So you guys go out there, use this script right now. I will attach the document as well in the description over here, so you will have a much more detailed video over here as well. And yeah, practice as much as you can, because practice will help you to get your first clients, and maybe you will suck up in the first call, in the first 5 calls as well. But if you're working towards this, if you're working towards a practice, if you're working on your scripts, you will get the clients for sure. And this thing has worked for a lot of people, and I'm definitely sure that this will work for you guys as well. Alright guys, so I'll see you in the next call, and till then, if you're new over here, like the video. If you have watched till over here, make sure to comment right now as well, and subscribe as well, because I'm going to post more videos in future as well, which will definitely help you get your first 1 lakh per month in no time. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep working and keep hustling guys. Take care. Bye bye.